Hey, there you are. Congratulations again on your promotion to team manager, and welcome to your new NHRA drag racing team. I'm the team's crew chief. I wear a lot of hats around here, but right now my job is to get you up to speed. Last season, it wasn't great. We didn't perform very well, and we still don't have a lot of funding, but I'm certain that with you as manager, we can turn it around. Let's climb the rankings, race against the best, and take home that championship trophy. But before we think about that, I'm here to help you learn the basics about drag racing. Come on, let me show you the ropes. This is our test track. Here we can try out our vehicles and any setup changes you make in a relatively safe environment. Right now, we compete in stock vehicle drag racing. The idea is fairly simple. Floor the throttle, keep the car straight, don't crash, and be fastest to the finish line. Seems easy, right? It's a little more complicated than that. Don't worry, we'll take you through the steps one by one. First phase of drag racing is the burnout. The goal of a burnout is to heat up the tires and lay down tire rubber on the track to have better grip at the start line. Now you'll want to let go of the brake. Great work! The tires are nice and hot. You put down good rubber onto the track. You should have some excellent grip off the start line now. Try to keep your vehicle under control while rolling out. Let's try that again. roll back over the staging line. Shift down until your car enters reverse gear. Once you're in reverse, press the throttle gently to roll the car back into the staging area. Okay, now we can begin the staging process. The staging line is where we start the race from. Shift up into forward gear and gently roll forward. Be careful not to stage too deep. If you cross the staging line, it's a jump start. That's instant disqualification. This is what we like to call the Christmas tree. Notice the large row of lights below the staging lights? That will tell you when you can start to floor. When the amber light turns on, that means it's time to react. You got a few tenths of a second before the green light turns on, so hit the throttle as quickly as you can. If you do cross the deep staging line while the amber light is shining, the red light will turn on. The red light signals a disqualification. Once the light turns green, it's go time. Only then can your car cross the staging line. Work. You made it across the finish line, and you managed to stop your vehicle before hitting the sandbox. Let's head on over to the garage and get you more acquainted with the inside. Welcome to the garage area. This is where you prepare the vehicle for the upcoming race weekend. Your vehicle is divided into different parts, which affect the performance. Let's go over tuning your vehicle. It may seem like an ultra-powerful machine, but it's also quite delicate. For the car to perform at its best, it has to take many factors into account. You can tune your vehicle to account for these factors in order to get the optimal performance out of your car. This is the Research and Development Department. Here you can start R&D projects to improve your parts. Pay attention to how much money and time each R&D project will cost. These improvements are permanent and transferable to newly installed parts, so don't worry. You can swap parts as much as you want after an R&D project is complete. Let's start an R&D project. Take your pick. Let's buy a new part to use in the upcoming race weekend. Because these parts are brand new, they're better quality than your previous ones. They'll also last longer and improve the performance of your vehicle. Feel free to purchase any part that catches your eye. Welcome to your first race weekend. Let me explain how NHRA competition works. Every NHRA championship season is broken up into several different race weekends. During a race weekend, you earn points towards your championship total. The driver with the most points at the end becomes the champion and gets a championship Wally to add to their trophy cabinet. Winning a race weekend not only earns you a Wally, it nets you a decent haul of cash as well. A race weekend consists of 3 days on track. Test races on Friday, qualifiers on Saturday, and elimination races on Sunday.
Drag racing fans, welcome to the NHRA Camping Road Championship. We've got world-class drivers, some of the most powerful engines on Earth, and myself, Brian Lowe. If you think we're missing the season, we're so fascinated. seen some great races already so far this season, and this one was no exception.
This is the pit. Here we do maintenance between races. Here you can repair low integrity parts, replace broken parts, or tune the car. Parts will always break down over time in this sport, but mishandling will lead to more issues. So be careful when you're out there on track. You have a set amount of time to make all your repairs and replacements, so make sure you plan accordingly.
In case you were looking to go on a road trip, the NHRA has over 140 sanctioned drag strips across America. Drivers are no stranger to one another. Let's see what both of them bring to the table. And they certainly did not disappoint. These drivers give it absolutely everything every time their wheels touch the drag strip. With this level of competition so far this weekend, the grandstands are filling up with NHRA fans, and if you're anything like me, you've been looking forward to this event for some time. Hello folks, I'm your host Brian Loans, and I welcome you to another great NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series event. If you're lucky this weekend, race fans, you get a chance to run into some of your favorite drivers right down at the midway. Do not be shy. They love taking photos and getting This is the first time we've seen both of these drivers on the track this weekend. Boy, this 2C. Two gritty, hard-nosed racers putting everything they have into their dragsters. Let's see what the next round will bring. The NHRA, that's the National Hot Rod Association, is the largest auto racing sanctioning body. There are over 35,000 licensed contenders. It's our next round matchup coming up. Will we see another close race? Will it be a blowout? Wow, that was something special, wasn't it? Two of the NHRA's brightest stars head-to-head, and there's plenty more of that to come next. Slight reaction time advantage, but it was exactly what they needed to come out ahead for the win. Hope you're staying hydrated out there, folks. Did the driver in the right lane hold their brakes rolling out with that burnout? Both of the drivers made it through the first round, but it's not looking easier from here. Let's see who crosses the finish line first. The right lane driver is so on the road. Can they finish strong? That was a dominant performance on the track this round. Is there an issue with one of the cars? Yes! It looks like there's some sort of parts failure. It's always such a thrill to watch these cars, isn't it? We were wondering if we could see this matchup, and sure enough, here we are with both drivers approaching the starting line. be hard to top that last race, but I am certain the drivers... I can feel the anticipation for our next race coming up here in the commentary box, ladies and gentlemen. The roar of the engines firing up, the smell of the exhaust, the sun cooking out the engines. It does not get better than this. Coming up, our first matchup of the day featuring two very skilled drivers. Fantastic few races we have had here today, and it wouldn't be possible without our great NHRA fans. Thanks for coming out, folks. We'll see you next time. My heart is still pounding after that last race run, and we've got more for you coming up next.